From Australia, this is Bondi Tunes.
Henry O'Donovan.
You're listening to Bondi Tunes, broadcasting from Sydney in Australia, and Bob Mackenzie, our Dublin correspondent, is heading an important campaign to beatify Bono, the lead singer from a band known as U2. Welcome to the show, Bob.
Good morning to you, Henry.
Now, it is a fairly well-known band. How important is this new event?
Well, I mean, basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get Bono to become the first human being to be canonized by the Pope while still alive, because of course previously you have to die before you can be canonized. But I think that the impact that Bono has had on our world over the last 30 years is enough for him to become the first human being to be beatified while still alive.
We should talk about Bono's past in Dublin, where you are, on the north side of Dublin. You could say that Bono was working class, but it's most interesting, being from Dublin myself, that I find it really hard to believe when he's got a multi-million-dollar mansion near my neck of the woods, near Dunleary. I guess one of the richest suburbs in Ireland. Do you think Bono to be beatified? Do you think it's because of his, I guess, working class roots that he grew his awareness around the world, Bob?
He is a humanitarian without equal in our world. Possibly the only one who compares to him, of course, is Bill Gates, who I may well start a campaign to have him beatified should I be successful with this campaign for Bono. I mean, Bono has entered the debate, I think it's fair to say, about humanitarian works. In terms of he has raised millions over the years for various charities, particularly to help the starving all around the world, and also with AIDS research as well, which of course he's played almost as big a part as Sir Elton John in terms of the monies that he has raised. But of course the two of them still a long way behind the late great Elizabeth Taylor, who of course raised more money for AIDS research than any human being in history.
I want to actually, some people say, Bob, that really Bono was the man behind Bob Geldof with Live Aid in 1985. That some say that Bob Geldof would never have made it work without Bono.
Well, I mean, of course, that was what made U2 was their appearance on Live Aid on the 13th of July 1985, which of course was the day when we were rocking all over the world to raise money for the starving, mainly in Ethiopia at that time, because of course we all saw the horrendous footage from sub-Saharan Africa and the real hardship that those people went through. And of course Bono, not only did he do that with Live Aid, he's also continued that over the years through his work with various charities and through his persona, I think it's fair to say, because he's never been shy about making his opinion clear. And of course he is someone who has access to all the great world leaders, including the Pope. And I'm actually quite surprised that he hasn't had a word with Pope Francis himself already, to be honest.
Yes, and of course, we were talking about Bob Geldof, who I think has had a word with the Pope. So Bono obviously has really a fantastic legacy, and he's still a reasonably young man. Where can this man go now, Bob?
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, will he die and then 3 days rise again? I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Is that within his power? I think it may well be, Henry.
Yes, everyone is just so amazed by this man. And you did record something. Can you introduce this for us, Bob?
Well, this is basically my appeal for Bono to be beatified. The details are within the audio piece there as to where you can go to donate or to sign up to join this campaign to have Bono beatified while he's still alive.
Let's take a listen to this now.
Reviled by the right-wing non-liberal media. As the good book says, let he who is without sin cast that first stone. And we don't mean Bill Wyman. He cut costs by not paying Irish taxes. He prays to a $4 million Fabergé icon of St. Patrick every night for forgiveness. From Angel of Harlem to Zooropa, he's covered every human emotion as if channeled by a divine force, to be a positive icon for these troubled times. Born in Dublin's Rotunda Hospital, he grew up on the mean streets of Glasnevin, bettered himself, becoming first rock star, then humanitarian, to ease the suffering of millions around the globe, while still maintaining a handy tax haven in the Netherlands. He's a singing legend, an honorary knight of the British realm, Time Magazine's Man of the Year 2005. He's just plain better than us mere mortals, but he's just too busy playing Jesus to the lepers in his head. So do your part. Help to make him the first human being in history to be beatified while still alive. Text Beatify Bono now to Hallelujah 666 or donate online at www.beatifybono.vatican.va. Make Bono the one.